So Eric, here is your tube. We tested this first. It seems like the same tube that you have here. Of course, here with the flat ends, you need to do something a little bit different. In the end, you can't just run it through. What we did is we started with a 320 grit here, and you can see that already cleaned up the tube pretty nicely for you. And what we did is we ran it in automatic into the belt, released the belt, then ran the tube through. I watched it basically until the end was in, and then we just reversed it out. So this is basically 2 passes with a 320 grit. And I will demonstrate to you. So this is a before, and this would be the after. And we're going to go to much finer grit. We're going to go all the way up to 1200 grit for you. So what we are going to do here is I'm going to run this with the ends flat so that it won't affect the tube, right? And all we're going to do is we're going to turn the rotation on, we're going to turn the belts on, and then I go on the pedal to open up the belt, and I'm feeding the part. There we go. And I'm watching it until it is in the belt right there. Now I'm releasing the belt. And we're going forward. And you see how far I went. I didn't dare to go any further because then it gets very funky. So this is a 320 grit. Now, before we do belt changes, we have a few more tubes from here to go. We have the 1 inch, I believe this is 1.25 inches, and then this may be actually too thin for the machine. We'll set it as thin as it'll go. I am not sure. Normally we say 10 millimeter, this looks like it's 1/4 inch. It doesn't look like it's 3/8. So anyway, and then it has funky things in here anyway. So I'm not sure that this is really a good part for this project. Okay, so now we're gonna go from a 320 to a 400. And the easiest way to do that is to use this tube, and then I'll put this aside. Then we can show you the comparison right away. Right now they look pretty equal, right? And then afterwards you will notice already a difference with the 400. So same thing. Oh, hang on. I do need to put the feeder back on. Can already see the tube. That's almost there. Maybe hard to detect, but you can feel the surface is already significantly different. this tube, we have a little bit of an issue with your seam where you go into the flattening. You just don't get the same amount of grinding here. And this is the tube seam. So you will have to grind this more towards the flat end. It's fine on this side. Or you need to buy a seamless tube that would eliminate that problem. So now, with the 400 grit on there, we're going to make a quick change over to demonstrate that. We will show you how to change the diameter. We're going to change the diameter for this tube. Okay, and this is a 1-inch tube, so 25 millimeters. And at the same time, we're going to do the changeover for the back to the 320 to give that tube the first shine. So here is your radius setting, and you don't want to have any tension on the belt or no belt on the machine. That makes it a lot easier to set that. And then we're going to set that to the line right between 20 and 25 millimeter in here. And I did that even without my glasses. So all that's bad. So So that basically shows you belt change and the diameter setting at the same time. So I'm going to go right to this line here. And then I'm going to release this again gently. Very good. Tighten this. So, and that's all we really need in order to facilitate a belt change. Put that back on. You notice that I'm not really tightening that because you're going to be going back and forth all the time. Of course, when you run production, you do want to put a wrench on that and to make sure that it doesn't shake loose. So, here goes this tube, back to the 320. What we need to do also here is, of course, we need to adjust the diameter of this. All we do is give it a little bit of tension and then a crack more. Do the same thing here. And then we can feed that in until it's short before the belt. Rotation on. This on. Give it a little bit more time at the beginning and at the end because you're not going over this way. So that's the immediate result of basically once back and forth. The tube has a bad blemish here. That's going to take you a long time to grind out. I wouldn't attempt that here. And again, you see a little bit on the seam. So what I'll do for that is I will keep it, I'll increase my belt speed and I'll redo my feet. Now the part, of course, is going to come out significantly warmer than it was before. So now we have eliminated the seam. Check where it is. It helps to have a bucket next to the machine. The weld seam is right here. You can see that we are clean on the seam. We'll do this later. No, actually, let's do this. Let's show that we have everything through our 320. You see that we have a nasty burr here. We have a seam for that as well. Show you over here. That's a tube deburring machine. Not that you necessarily need that. But to get rid of the nasty thing that where you cut it out. Switch the machine over to the 1.25", 32 millimeter, and we need to set again our pressure rolls here. One. Okay, then we feed in. When you feed it, you have to watch out that you are straight. You can really skew it on the rollers if you don't feed it in straight. So. Repeat that procedure. We're going to go through the different grids, and we'll turn the camera on when we get back to the 800s and the 1200s and maybe the 2000.